Well, this is just gotten even more interesting. Welcome to part 4 of this saga. If y'all didn't know, I'm doing a saga of videos, like a series of videos right now involving this Dave Chappelle situation and Netflix. And this is part 4. By now, you have already seen part 1, 2, and 3. And this is part 4. But this is interesting because it's now in the form of a triple P, which I did not expect to happen. So this story that I'm bringing to you just came out today on October 15, 2021. Usually I would upload my triple Ps immediately, but because I have to do them in a sequential order, it will be coming out a little bit later. So what will we be talking about today? So the previous video that I did was talking about, and it was titled The Walkout, Part 3, in which they were staging a walkout from Netflix because they felt like they were offended about what was going on. Just a bunch of BS. Fast forward to now, it looks like this person who organized this walkout is going to be able to walk out a little bit early because they are walking out for good. It says Netflix fires employee for leaking confidential information on Chappelle special. The employee had leaked financial data to Bloomberg, which reported on an October 13th article that Netflix spent $24.1 million on Dave Chappelle's The Closer. These individuals are way in over their heads. It's not even funny at this point. Like, it's just tacky. Well, first of all, it's tacky on their part, but it's also a sign of desperation. And it's like, it's not working. It's not working at all. Like, you're literally canceling yourselves out of existence, to which I feel nothing. Let's go ahead and get into it. Netflix has fired a leader of the Trans Employee Resource Group who was organizing the upcoming October 20th walkout. The employee, who was black and currently pregnant, asked not to be named for fear of online harassment. So this is a black woman that got herself fired. I don't care. Still feel nothing. What have I told y'all, black women? What have I told y'all? Stop aligning yourselves with their issues. Now a black woman, as stupid as she is pregnant and out of a job. I feel absolutely nothing for her, and I bet you they ain't gonna find her no other place of employment. They have been encouraging trans employees and allies to walk out of work in protest of Netflix handling of the Dave Chappelle special, The Closer. The employee declined to speak to The Verge for this story. All these white people are going around talking to the press and speaking publicly on Twitter, and the only person who gets fired is the black person who was quiet the entire time, says a former employee in an interview with The Verge. That's absurd and just further shows that black trans people are the ones being targeted in this conversation. Well, to the black trans out there, y'all shouldn't be aligning yourselves with this stuff either. But again, I feel nothing. The employee was terminated on suspicion of leaking metrics to the press related to the Dave Chappelle special. Those metrics about how much Netflix paid for The Closer and how many people it reached. Subsequently ended up in a report on Bloomberg. While the employee has shared the metrics internally, they spoke out against the leaks to colleagues, worried they might hurt the walkout movement. The leaking of internal data is highly unusual at Netflix. While the company prides itself on transparency, employees are told that the culture can only thrive when Netflix data remains internal. A Netflix spokesperson confirmed the employee's dismissal. "We have to let go of an employee for sharing confidential, commercially sensitive information outside the company," they said. "We understand this employee may have been motivated by disappointment and hurt with Netflix, but maintaining a culture and trust and transparency is core to our company." Controversy surrounding The Closer, which was widely criticized by trans activists for being transphobic, has roiled Netflix in recent weeks. The company suspended Tara Field, a trans software engineer who posted a viral tweet thread about the controversy, for attending a director level meeting to which she wasn't invited. Field has since been reinstated. The company is now sending employees details about what meetings they are allowed to attend. Listen, like I said, I don't feel any type of way about them firing this person. This is what happens when you get into people's affairs that you don't belong in. Like, what did you think was going to happen? You're leaking confidential information that's not supposed to be put out there, all because you're in your feelings. Now, they said this person is black and pregnant, so this is an actual biologically born woman. And I've said it so many times. Stop aligning yourselves with their shit. Now you don't have a job, goofy. You can cry and bitch all you want now, but it doesn't matter. talking about, oh, so you want to fire the black employee even though they were the quietest one. They couldn't be that damn quiet if they were doing this. They should have just, if they were going to align themselves with this, they should just did what everybody else was doing and just went to and just participated in the walkout. But oh no, this person had to go the extra mile and do this shit. So no, I do not feel bad. I don't feel bad for anybody in this situation. None. Dave Chappelle just bought and did his special like he intended to within his contract on Netflix. And you goof troops over there lost your collective minds because he said something you think. Notice I said you think. Not all of us, but you think or thought was inappropriate or offensive. And now it's kicking you in your ass. Like I said, Dave Chappelle literally has opened Pandora's box. At this point, when you open up Pandora's box, you cannot close it. It's open. And they're scared to death now. Because they said in the article that one got fired, but they reinstated them. And now this person got fired for doing this. Basically, you are canceling yourselves out. To the ones who identify as trans and the ones who are the advocates. Just leave well enough alone. You're not going to win this fight. Just drop it. It is what it is. And I still feel nothing. Y'all let me know what y'all think.